Hey, 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 hey.
Hops.
You heard that? Heard that, Jamal?
Oh, this sound?
That's the sound of victory. Hell yeah. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Colts cast. We are here to talk about everything and anything Indianapolis Colts. Go ahead, Jamal. Introduce yourself.
Yo. What it is, Coach Nation. Jamal here with my boy E. Smith.
Hey,
With
we
the
here.
dub.
We here.
The dub.
Dub City Colts take down the Jaguars at home 34-27. This was probably the most thrilling game of the season, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Especially
for
for the Colts. It was fun to watch even when we were struggling in the first quarter. But man, it was a fun game. Jamal, what did you think?
Man, I thought that from the beginning I was a little nervous. I said, "Here we go. This is gonna start off just how we don't want it." Down quick, 14-3. I said, "All right, Jaguars came to play, and here it is." But the offense, man, offense was looking a little rough. We'll start off with them, taking it straight from the top. As soon as the game started, the first thing I noticed was Pryor in at right guard, and I said, "Oh boy, why's my boy Matt Pryor in right now?" I'm not for it. I'm not for it. But I'll tell you what, man. O-line struggled a little bit, during the first half. But overall, dog, 0 sacks. They did their job decent.
Yeah.
They did their job.
O-line was here to play today.
Mm-hmm.
They came up, and I'm pretty sure Bernard Raymond got taken out.
He
I
did,
think a quarter in.
Dennis Kelly came in for him, yeah.
Yeah, and pass protection was looking pretty good.
Yeah.
I do also think it was that quick release from Matt Ryan
for sure.
on every play. I mean, we were going for short completions basically for the entire first half.
Mm-hmm.
I think we started pushing the ball downfield a little bit more in the second half, which, we'll talk about the second half in a little bit. But shout out to the offensive line.
Yeah.
Had a few penalties.
Mm-hmm.
I think Braden Smith had a hold. I think Dennis Kelly as well.
Kelly had one. Yeah, he had one as well, yeah. But overall, man, again, like you said, it wasn't bad, especially for the first half. I think it could have gone a lot worse. The quick passing game worked. Everyone knew. No Naheem, no JT. I mean, they knew the pass was going to be there. But I'm not going to sleep. I'm not going to sit here and not talk about my boy Deion Jackson because, I mean, he was looking good up until he got hurt.
He got like 98 yards from scrimmage in the first half.
He was eating on the ground.
I said it last week. I said Deion Jackson, he's looking like not just someone to replace Jonathan Taylor for a few weeks, but he looks like a solid running back. Oh my goodness.
The depth is there. And that's what I was hyped to see, man. I was glad to see. And I mean, not only was he tearing it up, rushing the ball, he was tearing it up, like you said, in the air and all. I mean, the quick passes were there. Matt Ryan was utilizing it like none other, and I was just happy to see it. But we can't not talk about everybody else that was out there. We gotta first talk about Michael Pittman Jr. He was eating all game. 13 receptions, 100. Let me just make sure. 13 receptions, 134 yards, 16 targets. Bro, his career high was 10 before this. My man had 16 targets. Caught 13 of them. That's
Definition of a possession receiver. That go-to guy, the consistency is always there. He's going to make that catch. You're not like, he's going to drop it. No, he is going to go up and grab it. And he's going to get the yards after a catch. He has strong hands.
Yes.
He's a big-bodied receiver. And he just would not go down. There was just a couple plays. I mean, the man would not go down. Ben said it. I have his jersey on. Yep. Wide receiver 1. He definitely fits that role for the Colts.
100%. Right up behind him was, again, Deion Jackson. Just talked about him. But just don't forget, 10 receptions. He had 10 targets and 10 receptions. I know a lot of them were checkdowns, but that don't matter. He caught every ball and still managed to get 79 yards. So as long as it's 22. So he was still being shifty and putting in work out there.
I do think we were feeding our running back, Deion Jackson, a lot. I mean, even Phil Lindsay had 3 catches. That's 13 catches just from the running backs. That is a lot.
Yeah.
And there were a couple plays where it got blown up. Deion Jackson got blown up, but there were a lot of plays where it went for 10, 15 yards. So I guess I won't talk bad about it. I really don't want to talk bad about anything for the Colts today, because Matt Ryan, 389 yards, 3 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, 0 fumbles. Yes, y'all heard that. No turnovers from Matt Ryan. Completed 42 of 58 of his passes. I can't really. I mean, we could pick on him. There were a couple of things that I saw. Good trip. He had a bad intentional grounding.
Yeah.
And I was killing him on social media over it. But oh my goodness, Matt Ryan had a phenomenal day today.
He did.
So shout out to him.
Yeah.
I'm loving it. We got to talk about him.
Man, everybody woke up today. Paris Campbell, 7 receptions, 51 or 57 yards, a touchdown. PC, we've been saying all 3 years long when he gonna step up.
When's he gonna break out?
Finally started to break out today, and this is what if he can keep up that consistency, that'll be great, because this could be the potential first time for us to see him in that Ohio State element, where he can actually get out there and be a playmaker, because that's what we've been missing for years and years. So I definitely, man, want to give him his prop for today, because there was some wild balls he caught. There were some ones where he could have easily just decided not to go up for it and try not for it because he didn't want to take the hit. But he was hungry today, and I respect him for it.
Looks like everyone wanted to be hungry today.
Yeah.
Like Kylan Granson, he had that one fumble. I was like, yeah, take Granson out. And then he showed up. He is a shifty route runner. I can't believe he's a tight end. He was looking good.
Oh, he was looking real good. And right behind him, we gonna save your boy for last. Let's talk about Jay Woods, Big Giovanni. Yeah. My man came out there, 2 receptions, 27 yards, 3rd touchdown of the year for him. 3rd touchdown. And, man, honestly, even that one pass across the middle, I think it was towards the end of the game. I think it was 4th quarter. He had his hands on it, and I really felt like he almost could have grabbed that one. Again, I ain't talking bad about nobody today, but I mean, he was close. But that one low ball that Matt Ryan threw, that was below his knees. This dude's 6'7" and had to bend down on the run and still catch the ball. That's a mean catch to make. So shout out to him for it.
Yeah, I wanted to ask, do you think he had a push off there in the end zone?
Yeah, he did.
Maybe a little bit. I don't know. The linebacker kind of just crumbled, and Jelani Woods, as strong as he is, I mean, could have flopped a little bit
for sure.
But I'm not gonna argue against that touchdown.
No.
Shout out Jelani Woods for his 3rd touchdown. Mike Strawn had 2 targets, did not catch either of them. He had some tough. It would have been a tough catch anyway.
Yeah.
But boy.
Talk about him.
Boy.
Talk about him.
Nah, hold up, boy.
I said, bring him out.
Hold on. So, what did you think we were going to do on that 3rd down? I thought maybe we would just run it, try to get Chase McLaughlin a little bit closer, or maybe we, do a short pass just to make it a 40-yarder. No, Frank Wright, with his big balls, pulls out the mega play, and Matt Ryan was so happy that he did. Boom. Let's target Alec Pierce down the sideline on a straight go route. What we've been doing all game, and he's been generating and provoking these defensive pass interferences, these holdings, everything. So while Alec Pierce only has 3 catches for 49 yards, how many yards did he get just off penalties alone? I was going to say he was the unsung hero before that last play, though. Yo, just throw it up to Alec Pierce. He is legit. I'm sold on him now, Jamal.
Oh, yeah. Even that ball he caught that was out of bounds. I mean,
Yeah.
I was like, man. Dude did not stop fighting for it.
Yeah. Coordination. Bruh.
Yeah. I thought he was feeling himself a little bit during the offseason. I'm not going to lie. When he made the comment about going against Gilly Lock, and how he was like, oh, well, it's just another, just another cornerback, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh, that's disrespectful. My man's starting to play. He's showing out. So I don't know, man. It's nice to see somebody. It's nice to see everybody out there doing their job.
You can't get on Frank Wright about his play calling this game.
Nah,
can
I
you?
can't do it. I can't do it this game. I can't do it. I ain't gonna lie to
That
you.
was ballsy.
It was.
But
And you know what? I feel like it's because it was Doug Peterson there, man. I feel like he was like, this my boy. You know, we the trick play champions. We know the Philly special, so he was like, I'm gonna pull it out. And I'm not mad. I'm not mad about it.
I'm not either. That was incredible. I jumped off the couch, praising to the lords in the sky that the Colts just ended the game right there. That was awesome. I would have taken a field goal too. It would have been fine.
Oh,
but,
yeah.
you know, that's one way to end a game. So really, like, shout out our offense. I don't like, this is the offense we wanted to see. And this pass heavy approach with JT back, I don't think we do it, but I mean, this has been our most productive offensive game to date.
Yeah.
And, you know, with Jonathan Taylor in there, I think we still had just as productive offense. But, like, what do we do going forward? Do we give Matt Ryan 50 throws a game? Like, is that the way we generate 34 points? I mean, that is more than double our points per game on the season. I don't know. What do you think, Jamal?
That's tough, and that's true. That's a good point. I said at the beginning of the season that, of course, I wanted JT to still be a heavy presence for us, but seeing as what we have with these injuries for him, and of course, we talked about the curse and all that. I mean, if he can take a step back, if Matt Ryan can still produce at that 30 to 35 mark of throwing, passes, shoot, I'm cool with JT taking a step back and getting 15 touches a game or whatever. Nothing, not to take away from him at all, but I think it's pretty clear that our running game had been where it needs to be from the beginning. So why try to fix something that's not broken right now? If Matt Ryan can do this week after week, if we can give him the protection he needs week after week like that, we can produce these numbers. I think that JT could still be just as big as a threat as Dion was today.
Yeah. I mean, we only had 45 yards on the ground, though, so
yeah,
we did it through the air, 389 yards through the air. I love it. Shout out to our offense. Want to talk about our defense?
Yeah, defense. Get in the game. They were scaring me, man. We were letting up major runs.
Those big plays.
Yeah. And, Eric, we saw Travis doing this at Clemson. Year after year after year, man, it gets annoying. It got old. So to see him bust one out like that right there, I said, here we go. But I got to give them props. They were able to find holes where they needed to. But the defense decided finally to wake up a little bit. I know Kerr went down late in the game, but he still ended the game with 13 tackles. Zaire Franklin, 12 tackles. Ronnie Thomas, 7 tackles. I mean, people were all around. But I really want to talk about the young man, D-Buck. He only ended with 1 sack, but dog, they woke the beast, man. For week 1 through 4, nothing. He didn't have anything. The last 3 weeks, he has 3 sacks. He had 2 last game, 1 this week. The brace he has on his arm, hey, that must be his good luck charm, because since he had it on, he's been eating, and it's been looking good.
The bionic arm, they say.
Bionic, yeah.
No, yeah, he came out of the gates with that sack, and that's when I saw our pass rush. It was coming alive. I think we contained Trevor Lawrence to about like 45 yards passing in the first half.
Yeah.
I think we were doing a really good job. We had 3 or 4 sacks maybe in the first half. I think it was 3.
Oh, I think it was 4. I think you were right with 4.
Oh, it was
I could
4.
be wrong. But I'm pretty sure it was 4.
Yeah, so we were getting to the quarterback. I love to see that because, we're not a blitzing team. We're just sending a few rushers down, D-Buck, Big Grove, Tyquan Lewis, Odenigbo. They all came through with some sacks. Shout out to our defensive line. Shout out to our edge rushers. They came through.
Yeah.
One guy I will not shout out, and I do want to talk about, is why he's starting over Isaiah Rodgers, is Brandon Faison.
I think the world had a couple words for him today.
Yeah, I mean, this isn't the first time he's missed a tackle. He did this against Derrick Henry as well. He missed a tackle, and you just talked about Travis Etienne. That run went for 49 yards just because he couldn't make that tackle in space. That really sucked. Ronnie Thomas saved it from a touchdown, but you see that, and you're just like, ugh, man. Why is he out there? And I mean, there was a couple of other busted up plays too. So he had another holding penalty. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm wondering if he's got ties to Gus Bradley, so I'm wondering if that's the reason he got the start over Isaiah Rodgers. Because to me, I thought Isaiah Rodgers played well last year, but yeah, he was missing tackles all over the place today. He's just playing bad, and it sucks to say because we're usually talking about Kenny Moore at this point.
Yeah,
but I don't know. What do you think?
I agree with everything you just said. He played bad, and there was just some questionable things going on out there. I do believe the ties have something to do with it, and it's unfortunate, but hopefully moving forward, the right decisions will be made because ain't nobody got time for that, man. We need playmakers in the game at all times, especially when we're giving up 40, 50-yard runs like you did.
Yeah, we gave up 243 yards on the ground.
That was 147 in the first half, I think, or something crazy like that.
Yeah, that's unprecedented for the Colts.
Yeah, it was definitely a rough day for the Russian defense because I think we were giving up only averaging 94 yards of running on us here leading into this game, so that was definitely bad to see. But again, we can hopefully that's not the same tempo we go into for next week at the Titans. Hopefully we can bring it back, hone it back in, and get to where we were before. And speaking of bringing it back in, man, I want to talk about these special teams because punt returns, that was a little scary today out there as well. One punt return. First off, Kiki, I hope he gets better. He had that concussion. He got hit pretty hard on that one. Kuti, I just want to talk about too, man. Why no one tapered his jersey? They couldn't tailor his jersey. I know he just got called up like yesterday, but they gonna still let that man go out there with the old school Peyton Manning extra long sleeve jersey on him. Like, hey, what is this?
Represent.
Maybe he wanted it that way. I don't know. But he did have one good kick return for us, but that was the one he got injured on. But the one, did you see the one where we were going for it and was it Isaiah who picked the ball up and turned it into
Isaiah Rodgers.
Yeah.
Because I didn't know what happened there.
Yeah.
I couldn't tell if he probably didn't know if it touched somebody. He wanted to make sure.
Mm-hmm.
And just picked it up. And, yeah, he got about 15, 16 yards on that return.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie. I don't know if it touched anybody either, but that's the playmakers we need. We need that kind of stuff because too often you see players, they just watch the ball. So I'm glad to see he was at least aware enough to pick it up and just zoom off.
He said, if y'all not going to start me on defense, I'm going to make plays on special teams. And that's what he said. But, yeah, special teams did a good job. Chase McLaughlin. See, look, when we don't talk about kickers, that's good because they're doing their job. And he did his job today. He almost had to step up to the big lights at the very end of the game, but Matt Ryan said no. I'll give it to Alec Pierce for a quick touchdown to seal the deal, which is fine.
Oh, yeah.
And we hit that 2-point conversion. Boom, baby. But, yeah, special teams was great. Matt Hack, I really thought he was going to get more involved because I thought our offense was going to struggle.
Yeah.
I thought he was going to be punting a lot more than he did. He didn't, which is good. That's a good thing. Overall coaching, too, just going with the pass-heavy approach, that tempo offense. Frank Wright, look, keep doing what you're doing, man. Got to win these divisional games. I love it.
I'll give it to him on the play calling today, man. It was good. It was good, especially under the circumstances that we had. So there were a couple times where he was giving me the Frank Reich stare, but he made up for it in the long run, so I ain't too mad about it. But you know what, though? What I was happy to see was his arguing on the field with some of the some of the calls that were coming from the refs. I know that Jerome Boger has been having a rough week since that Tom Brady call. But I feel like, man, you got to question everything now because there are so many calls. The 2-point conversion, Michael Pittman's fourth down, that first down he got on the fourth down play. I feel like there were a couple plays where they were just indecisive on what they wanted the call to be, and it was after he came back from break. Oh, well, here was the decision. And that was, and I know it happens, but I just feel like there's a little more pressure on this group right now. So it's definitely a little frustrating to see the inconsistencies when it came to the calls and then change them a couple minutes after.
Did you see the one where Doug Peterson.
Yeah, he convinced them.
Yeah. I didn't know you could talk your way out of a penalty,
I was
but
like,
he
all right.
absolutely erased it for an illegal formation.
Yeah.
Which kind of messed up the Colts because, they converted that after. But I couldn't really tell if that guy was off the line of scrimmage or not. I really, they didn't really show much replays. But, didn't know if the ref will just be like, oh, yeah, we fucked up. I thought they usually just say we fuck up, but the call still stands.
Yeah, it's wild.
So Doug Peterson is a different coach.
Yeah, my man said, "No, we need to go ahead and reverse this real quick."
Yeah. Man.
But no, man. Overall, though, seriously, it was great to get a good win like this. It's a good feeling going into next divisional game, 3-2-1, another home game for us. This is the momentum and the mindset that the team needs to have. And I got to tell you, if this was being the most wholesome win, the most well-rounded win we've had since the season, I mean, this was way more impressive to me than the Kansas City game, because the Kansas City game was still such a slow game. This was explosive the entire time. I like to think that the players probably felt the same way, and they're a little gassed up for what's to come. It's just a game where everybody did their job, and we saw when everyone does their job, what can happen. Every receiver did their job. Quarterbacks did their job. I didn't know at one point. I said we may mess around and see Sam Ellinger getting here at the beginning of the game. We were watching what's going on. I mean,
that was never gonna happen. Colts fans need to relax.
I had to make sure Colts Nation was listening. I wanted to see.
That man was never hopping in there. Y'all gotta chill. Didn't he get put up there because Nick Foles was inactive and he probably had an injury?
Man, my man always hating, dog. Just know. The pup is on it. He's on his way up, bro. Don't worry about it.
I mean, either way, I
don't think he's gonna be throwing 50 passes. But no, seriously, it was just an overall good game for everybody, man. It's exciting to win, and it's nothing like getting back-to-back wins. One last week, one this week, and let's go ahead and keep the ball rolling with win number 3 next week.
Yeah, Matt Ryan, almost immaculate today. I will have to say he was making some pre-snap decisions. He was trying to channel his inner Peyton Manning, but he was making those audibles when he needed to, and they were generating yardage. They were moving the chains. I like it. He's looking like the captain of the team, the guy we brought in, the guy we needed. I mean, even our third down efficiency, 10 of 15. I mean, we were killing it today.
Yeah, that's
wild. If he needs to throw it 55, 60 times every week for us to get a dub like this, even when JT returns, I'm down for it. Whatever we got to do, I'd like to establish a run game, but
hey,
I can't hate on the results right now.
That's right, it's a pass-heavy league.
But dang, Jonathan Taylor's really good. So
yeah, I don't think he won't mind a little load off though too. I'm sure even a great running back won't mind a little break here and there.
Yeah. But guys, did we mention no turnovers and no sacks allowed?
0.
What the?
0.
It's like magic.
Yeah.
Gotta love it. But we got the Titans up again next, right?
Oh yeah. Hey, they come in here this time, so it's gonna be another. It's gonna be a chance to redeem ourselves. We already got one redemption game under our belt. Why not get the second?
Let's get it. Let's keep winning. Divisional games are key. You guys always, y'all know. This is how we get to the playoffs.
Yep.
This is how we do it. And after today, I think the sky's the limit. The sky's the limit for this team. Amazing play, just phenomenal all around. I think if you erase the big yardage plays that the Jaguars got off those runs, I think this is a blowout.
Yeah, I agree.
Because other than that, I feel like we did really well on defense.
Yep.
So, but who knows? Who knows? We're going to celebrate the win today, and we're just going to move on from here. So that's going to be it for us, everybody. I want to thank everyone for tuning to the Colts Cast. We release episodes bi-weekly. Go ahead and follow us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, any platform you use to listen to podcasts. We are also on YouTube now, so be sure to check us out there. And we'll be back next week to give you some more Indianapolis Colts content. Y'all take care.
Take care.